Good morning, everybody.
Are you going to get live?
Yeah. Good morning, good morning. We're going to get our pork butt in the crock pot. Oh. This thing's heavy. Y'all look at that. Why did it do that?
What? What did it burn?
It doesn't wipe out. I think it's where stuff ran down over in it, but it doesn't come out.
It won't wash out or scrub out or nothing, no?
I mean, I guess I could scrub it out, but this part you're not supposed to submerge in water, so it'd be really hard to do. I've tried wiping it out each time I use it, and it doesn't do its thing for me.
Okay, everybody's saying good morning to you.
Good morning. Okay. I'm going to wash my crock pot. It's been sitting up, so y'all know it gets some dust on it. And I don't want to cook dust in the pork grease.
It won't hurt it.
This is the heavy part.
What's that, an insert?
Yeah, that's the actual pot.
I never paid no attention. Yeah, that's right, Sue. A little dust never hurt you.
Ah, that thing is heavy. Okay. Wipe my counter down again. I swear I give myself a bath in this sink every time I wash something.
Amy said, what you doing?
Cause here's our
There you go, that's what she's doing.
still frozen. I'm just gonna run some water over it so I can get the pack off of it.
Oh, you got to,
I don't
you don't thaw it?
I don't ever thaw it out, y'all. I just dump my seasoning in there with it and stick it in there frozen. And by this evening, it will be so tender it falls apart.
Patty said she uses crock pot liners.
Yeah, I should get some.
I know you got some for the air fryer, didn't you?
Yeah. I should get me some crock pot liners, but I haven't. I always fight this huge crock pot. Alright, let me find my seasoning.
Lynn says she don't thaw hers either.
Now this is what I use. I get this at Food Depot. It's called Bad Byron's Butt Rub.
Oh, rub that butt.
Barbecue seasoning. A little butt rub makes everything better. And I ain't kidding, that's what it says.
So after the live, Becky, look out.
So this is what I'm going to use to season it up. Let me get me my scissors so I can get this pack cut open.
I've been doing it wrong the whole time.
A little butt rub makes everything better.
Yeah, I've been doing it wrong. I ain't even been using that.
Now Alan said he's been rubbing his butt wrong, y'all. He hasn't been he hasn't been using the seasoning.
Deborah said that's a good butt rub too.
Oh.
That's a minute, seriously. Like it's really good.
Okay.
What kind of roast is it?
It's pork. We're making pulled pork. Okay. I'm rinsing it off.
Kurt said thanks for telling her. She's always been told don't cook frozen meat.
I always cook mine frozen. Okay, and this is a pork butt. And it's almost a 7-pound pork butt. So it'll make enough sandwiches for them to do everybody for dinner.
By the time you pull the fat out.
Yeah, because I pulled all the fat and everything out. Y'all see tonight when I put all this together.
Did you rub your butt yet?
No, I haven't put the rub on it yet. I gotta wash my hands, wash my scissors.
Ooh, y'all can get to see her rub her butt.
Let me pull y'all a little closer.
Kathy said I might fire my butt up. Ooh, y'all just zoomed in.
I think y'all can see now. No, I ain't gonna rub my butt. I'm just gonna.
I'll do all that.
Who we kidding? I ain't putting nothing on there. I don't care if it goes on it down in the pot or what. It's gonna flavor it.
Sue said they dry their meat off first.
I don't. And I tell you, this comes out so good. Look at this.
Patty said that's gonna be a lot of butt rubbing. I would think the water would help the butt rub stick.
It looks like
Oh, that's gonna be so good.
And this, like I said, this is how I do it every time. I just put it in there with it. And as this meat is thawing and cooking, it's making its own juices.
So you don't actually rub it all around the meat.
And some people do. Some people actually take the time to rub it. I just dump it. Sorry, I gotta rinse my hands. I got butt rub on my hands. I'm gonna put the lid on there, and I'm gonna put it on high, so this thing can start getting heated up. And I'm just gonna let it go.
What about water?
I ain't putting no water in there. It makes its own. I'm putting this thing on high, and well, I might put just a tad of water on the bottom. Here, we're gonna do a cup of water on the bottom.
I always thought you filled it full of water and let that
No.
cook.
No, I'm gonna put a little water on the bottom, so because I got that seasoning on the bottom of the pan. Just a cup of water, one little cup.
So I've been thinking wrong the whole time.
But I'm gonna put this thing on high and let it go, and I'll leave this alone. And about 2 or 3 hours, I'll come in here and stick a knife through it a couple of times, and then I'll let it go the rest of the day. And about 6, 7 o'clock, this will be just falling apart, and we'll pull our pork apart and make our sandwiches.
Yeah, I had it wrong the whole time.
This is the kind of meal you just set it and walk away.
Kathy said the same thing. I don't put water in mine because it's frozen.
Yeah, I put a little water in it because I do have the seasoning sitting on the bottom of that hot pan, and I don't want it to maybe scorch the seasoning, if that makes any sense.
Wow, I'm glad.
It just wets it enough that seasoning ain't.
I'm glad you didn't tell me to put it on because I had it full of water.
No, I'm not boiling it in a crock pot. I'm cooking it in a crock pot. But yeah, that's going to cook up, and we're going to have some good pulled pork sandwiches tonight. Do you keep it on high all day? Miss Debbie, I sure do. Because it's frozen. If I put it on, if I swapped it down to low, If I swapped it down to low, I don't know that it'd be done this evening. But, cause it's like, what time is it? Almost 11 o'clock?
Yeah, and we won't eat till about 7.
Yeah, it's almost 11 o'clock. This will go on high
About
until
8
about
hours.
7 o'clock tonight, and it will be completely cooked.
I know when you do it in the morning, usually we don't eat till 7:30.
And I will, this evening, I will come back on here live, and I will show you guys how I pull it apart and make my sandwiches and how I make my sauce. Because I use 2 different things to make my sauce, and I'll show you guys. And it's easy. It's
that's
easy.
what Beverly just asked. When do you add the sauce? After it's completely done, tore apart?
Okay, about 6:30, 7 o'clock, I'll tear all this apart. What I'm going to do is I'm going to save some juice from it, and I'm going to tear it all apart. I'm going to get rid of my fat and all that stuff, and then I'm going to put it back into the crock pot with some of the juice that I reserved from it, and we're going to make our sauce.
I've never seen you do it. I always just come in here and start eating.
So y'all got to come back to this evening about 6:30, 7 o'clock with me, and we're going to put these sandwiches together.
Yeah, you got to.
All right, guys, I'm going to hop off. Y'all have a good day. Make sure you come back tonight. Bye, y'all.